Wobble wobble wobble, this is Downtown Adrian J, and don't move your dial. We're going to be doing a review on this wet and dry vac. RIDGID is a pretty good make. Now RIDGID is Home Depot's own make. Now the one I've got and I'm reviewing is this one, the HD1400. Okay, 14 US gallons or 53 litres, and it's got all these attachments, the hoses and the thingy bobs, and it's got a filter in there as well. So the idea is if you've not used the wet and dry vac, you can use it for dry stuff and wet stuff, obviously. So let's do an unboxing. This is supposed to be brand new. It does look brand new. It's actually quite light, so that's a good sign. It's a good start. So let's get that there. Let's get you in here so you can see. Wow, so there's not an awful lot of kind of side packaging. You know, if you see some of these stuff, it's got all foam and stuff. Now, I like to see things with foam. It's not really environmentally friendly, but it protects us. But this, you know, I don't know. So here we've got one of the hosies. Let's put this there. Another one of the hosies, and these kind of clip together. And let's see what else we've got in here. Okay, don't know what that is, but I'm sure I'll find out. Do you think there's a manual with this? I bet you this has been opened. I have a feeling this has been opened. Because usually you would think there's a manual. Like this here. That's the thing you do for there. That's the thing you do for there. Maybe I'll have to get a manual online. I mean, I suppose I could go back, but I don't think this has been opened. Do you know something I should have checked? Let me check the box. I've taken everything out, and it looks like part of this needs to be self-assembled. So we've got some screws here. This is the carrying handle. Obviously the screws there. The hose storage clips. The casters. Which is the filter. We have the hose. We have the two extension ones. Now, this is the utility nozzle. Okay, so just standard utility nozzle. This is the wet nozzle. Wet nozzle. This bit is the car nozzle to get into the crevices and stuff. This is the accessories caddy, so you put the accessories on there. Obviously got, here is the power tool. Looks like, this is the blowing port. So if you want to use this to blow, that's a good idea, especially when you're stuff. Discussed already. This is the drum latch to keep the drum on. Be also a drain somewhere. There you go. Can you see that's a drain? Go here. We have the inlet port. That's for the hose. On-off switch. That's where your casters will go on the bottom. The caddy looks like it's going to go somewhere here. And the carrying handle. Get the caster foot in there and push. Click clicks. So you have to do that for the other foot through. And the thing we have to get these and put it on the. Makes it all look like this. So you do definitely need a rubber mallet. I suppose you could push down on them, but I found it was just easier with a rubber mallet. Okay, now we have to fit the caddy. So that's the caddy. You've got locking tabs 1, 2, 3, 4, which fit in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So apparently you just clip. You put those two clips in there, but can you see here they're not necessarily aligned. So what I had to do was I had to get a little thingy, just kind of push it down there and it clicked in. Another thing to note is that this will only go one way. So the power switch goes there. And we lock it up. Put the carrying handle, which is that, and two of these. So from the looks of it, will it go two ways? Or will it go one way? It'll only go one way. So clips on there. These hose storage clips on here. You see that there? And it goes in there. Somewhere do that. So here, so that's where the hose goes round. That's good. Hold on. If I can. There you go. And then to open it, just pull this and out it comes. And it's called a tug along because you basically can tug it along. Try this. And we've got. Okay, so can you see here? You can see here, put the light on. Can you see here? So you basically put the clip, lift it up and take it out and then connect it back up again. See? It clips. And this turns round. So this is actually quite good. I like this. This is nice. So basically these are nice. I must say I do like this because they're all kind of got these hooks. So when you plug one in, it's not going to pull. So when you're doing your do and you pull this along, these aren't going to come out, but they're easy to unsnap, if that makes sense. So that's what I understand now. It's got a decent size cable. I don't know if I'd want more than that. Well, I don't know if that is all you can have, but and that would wrap around here. Let's switch on and see how much noise it makes. So there. the suction's like. I'm sorry, I need to really get my stand to do this, but let's, I'm trying to do the best I can today. Wow. Wow, that's good. A lot of suction, that's exactly what I want. Now I want to see the blowy function, so let me switch it on. That is got a lot of flow. Let's see what we can blow. You know, this is giving me a good idea. When you're detailing and you need to dry off, this is really good, a nice little blow. It is actually quite very strong. So yeah, I like that. And then we'll put everything back in again. So yeah, do you know something? I actually like this. I have to go through the manual. You can do wet and dry. I don't really want to suck up anything wet for the moment. So when I just give it a try on other things. But when I do a detail, I'll put this out and I'll show you. But I would say out of 5 Adrian J stars, this definitely gets 5. I'm really happy with this. I got it for $179 from Home Depot out of Mississauga, and for a sub $200 product, I like it. The things. I'm really not going to use it too much for the wet part. It's mainly for the dry. The suction is really good. I like that. I'm loving this. I didn't know when I was buying this that you needed to. It had a blowout thing, and I like the idea of the pull along and easy to do things. This is about the same length of cable as most other Hoovers, but with the Hoovers you have the kind of elastic thing which pulls it backwards and forwards sometimes. So, and yeah, I like it. I would say if you're looking for a wet and dry vac, go for this. I really definitely like it. So go out and buy it. I'm going to keep the box for a little bit just to make sure everything's okay in case I need to send it back. But otherwise, yeah, absolutely cool. Looky what we got here. We got ourselves a bit of a bonus. I filmed everything. Then I went back to Home Depot because I thought I'd get a few bits and pieces, and I came across these two things which I just had to get. So I'm tacking this onto the end of my review for my wet and dry vac. With all of these, you really need kind of brush to agitate. So I got a brush, and yeah, it's not too bad. It's about $15, and it fits on quite easily onto one hand style again. It clips on there. Now, one thing you have to know, there are 2 diameters of hose. This one comes with a 2 1/4 inch, I think, and the other one comes with a smaller one. They're not interchangeable. So this will only fit on this, and the other one will fit on the smaller size ones, which I kind of can understand, but you can get adapters. So before you go out and fill your boots with accessories, make sure you get the right size. Now, the second thing I've got is a bag. Well, it's a double bag. They're like $29 for 2. So I don't know how. This is going to hold a lot of stuff, and I'm guessing we throw these out. So I'm going to have a look at this and show you the real deal. Let's get this out. There's 2, so I'm only going to take. Oh, they're folding them up into 2. It's like this. See? This is D. So I'm guessing this fits on the inside and then this fills up. Now this is the RIDGID one. There is another one, a generic one, which you get 3 for the price of 2 essentially. But I want to just see what these are like and get those maybe next time. So I'm going to fit this and show you. And as you can see, those were the leaves that got picked up. So we don't really, that looks like the drain there. Oops, that looks like the drain there. So we don't really want to be filling this up. Well, I suppose we can do, depends what you're filling it up with, but you then have to empty it or wash it. So I'm going to fit the bag onto there. And the instructions are garbage, even the English ones. So there's this bit in here, you've got to take it out, which kind of gives this a thing. And then I haven't got my thingy bob, so I'm going to have to kind of put it in there, and kind of slip this in. So I'm going to try that and then show you. And then there you go. You've got to kind of finagle it. There's let me show you on this one. What you've got to do is, this is how they come. You have to pull this out, and then there's like a rubber thing you have to push in. And when this opens up, you kind of pull it in. You see? And this secures. You know, see these things here? It secures on there. And then that's it really. So let's. So that really should be it. So okay, so I'll try this out another time. But yeah, I think this is going to be okay. It's a vacuum bag, so it's interesting to see how much. So wondering how this sucks. How this sucks in. It must suck in, obviously. This. Then I'm guessing this causes a suction. Maybe this is because it's a fine bag. But I don't know if we lose any suction, so maybe I might try it and see what happens. It works, so I'm going to use that and see how that goes for a little bit. But yeah, so get the bag and get this little attachment. You should be good. So this is yours truly, the Big J Adrianjay, saying peace out. Like this video, smash that like button, and subscribe. Take care. Bye for now.